Hi, I'm Rick Rankin from Stony Creek. I'd just like to put a little thought out there. Let me tell you a little story. Our governments have made treaty agreements with off-world beings. It was easy for the extraterrestrials. All they had to do was dangle a little bit of technology in front of them, and our representatives would let them do just about anything they wanted. It was Hitler back in the early 40s, Roosevelt back in the late 30s, and in 1954, Eisenhower, all making treaty agreements. While Eisenhower was a novice, he held a meeting with some of the great scientific minds then living. He reached a conclusion that by the year 2000, the planet would self-destruct due to the increase of population and man's exploitation of the environment. Eisenhower commissioned a secret society, the Jason Scholars, a think tank, and ordered them to study this scenario and come up with a solution from their findings. The Jason Scholars confirmed the findings of the scientists and made 3 recommendations called Alternatives 1, 2, and 3. Alternative 1 was to blast nuclear devices into the ozone barrier, to which the heat and pollution could escape into the stratosphere of space. Alternative 2 was to build a vast network of underground cities and tunnels to which a select representation of all cultures except blacks, Hispanics, and homosexuals and occupations would survive and carry on the human race. The rest of humanity would be left to fend for themselves on the surface of the planet. These are our representatives that are supposed to be looking after us. Personally, I don't think they have the ability to look after anybody. Alternative 3 was to use the alien technology in order for a select few to leave the Earth and establish colonies in many locations in outer space. The Moon, Mars, and what they call the dead planet Earth, which is in the same orbit as our own, on the other side of the Sun so we cannot see it. Batches of human slaves would be used for manual labor as part of the plan. They did carry out with these 3 alternatives. What ended up happening here was the guests got homesick, they became stressed, and a harsh reality of service to self community. Even the commanders got stressed, diseased, headaches, and fatigue. The operation was terminated, and the humans that participated were exterminated. Their bodies were never brought back to Earth. Now, with that said, if you take a good look around you with a clear mind, you can see that we are living in a network web of lies. The lie is the norm, for crying out loud. These off-world beings have infected our governments, along with the corporations and institutions, with a disease called service to self. It's our fault. We gave them that power. Now we're taking it back. Now is the time for Alternative 4. It's the new system for the people. Rule number 1. Don't believe a word the government or media tells you. Rule number 2. Unplug yourself from the system. Do not support the program. This is a revolution. This is the war on consciousness. The power to change is simple. Public awareness of the real situation humanity is facing to wake up people a sheer wake in numbers. Let me add something, if I may. This is not about me. When I talk about us, I am one voice, but I am many. The count of people coming together are thriving. This is truly how it works. This number will increase to the tipping point. It's no measure of health to be well adjusted in a sick society. Our future is uncertain. However, it is important to know that it is us writing the rest of the script. Myself, I am free of all religions, cults, and worships. This keeps me from being biased and have nothing to sell or promote. I have my own personal wonderful relationship with the universe and the Creator. I have an appetite for knowledge and spiritual food. I call it spirituality of the extreme, minus the religion. I have lost many friends and acquaintances and family members just trying to warn people the current situation humanity is facing. Many people we try to liberate, they turn away and put their fingers in their ears. We need to wake people up in a different way. We need to create a new domain of knowing, an information dump. This is what the new paradigm is all about. Energies are peaking right now. Focus on the self the same way we go to vote. This is why I don't vote. because there is nobody decent to vote for. I vote for me. I vote for you. I vote for the people. I vote for Mother Earth. So that is my focus. This is what I believe in. We can do this. We have what it takes. Well, it's time to go deep within. Now it's up to you. Now the decision is yours. We're counting on you.